And good evening. Jai Shri Mataji, everyone. So today, as you've seen, Sanjay Roshan Talwar Bhaiya, who is living actually the land of the Mother Kundalini of the universe. So we are going to connect to India. And of course, many of you all know Sanjay Talwar Bhaiya from the all different kinds of CDs and the albums from the different times, different years. But of course, we know him with the many bhajans and the many different compos that he did it, and so many CDs, so many albums that many of us, I'm sure we have it. And so Sanjay Talwar Bhaiya, he started Sahaja in 1984, and a long time ago, maybe some of us, we were children and small children, and just some of us, maybe we just born, or some of us also got maybe in the same time the self-realization. And it's such a long time, 1984. And of course, he met Shri Mataji many times. And the first time he met Shri Mataji in 1991. And he spent so many years and lots of time with Shri Mataji about the music, about the subtle system, about the meditation, and how does it work. But of course, we will listen from him all these beautiful memories, recollections from him. And Sanjay Talwar, actually, as you know, he is a musician, composer, songwriter, and also filmmaker. But beside his profession is actually chemical technologies. Since actually many years, until 2003, he was working in the chemical as a technologist in chemical. So, but we know him with of course, with his beautiful music, beautiful compose that he did it, and so many bhajans and so many albums. If I can remember, actually, he made it more than 180 DVDs. I mean the bhajans. And we can, he can tell us, but also so many DVDs, so many CDs, more than 18 that I know. And so some of them, of course, we cannot really play all of them over here, but we will try to listen from him all the favorite, all the beautiful bhajans that he already play or he already composed in front of Shri Mataji also, that we will listen some of them over here. So I will pause over here, and I would like to welcome Sanjay Talwar Bhaiya. Sanjay Talwar Bhaiya, hello, Jai Shri Mataji.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your such a beautiful introduction. Before I start, I just made a request even earlier that a lot of people are still having their mics on. So there is one lady, Vinu Malhotra, whose mic is still on, and there's a lot of disturbance. So please mute everybody's mic if you can, or mute her mic. Maybe she's not able to mute it. So that might disturb our program. I beg apologies for that. So we start now. We will start with a small meditation, and we pay our heartfelt respects to Shri Mataji that has brought us together as brothers and sisters all over the world. It's a great privilege and honor to be here today. So let us all first raise our Kundalini, take a bandhan, and for 5 to 7 minutes, we will go into deep meditation. Thank you. Let's all look towards Shri Mataji's photograph. and be comfortable. Today we are here to feel our spirit, which Shri Mataji has enlightened with our realization. Most of us are Sahajogis and many are new. So I will just request you all to look at Shri Mataji's photo and keep looking at it. And if you feel like closing your eyes, you can close your eyes also. Put your left hand towards Shri Mataji and right hand towards the ground. And again, I request people to please close their mics. Otherwise, this is going to disturb our meditation. I still can hear some noise in the mic, and this is not good. I request the host to please shut this mic of one Miss Ramya. So now,
Ramya, could you please, Ramya, could you please turn off your microphone? Thank you so much.
we will pray to Shri Mataji in our hearts. Shri Mataji, please make us like Lord Ganesha, completely dedicated, devoted in every way to you at your lotus feet. Give us childlike qualities. Make us innocent, full of wisdom, and full of pure strength to protect my chastity, give me gravity, and give me magnetism of Lord Ganesha. We'll take the mantra of Lord Ganesh Gauri Mata. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesh Gauri Mata Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Let's keep our attention at the Mooladhara Chakra. Shri Ganesha, please awaken my mother, Kundalini. And with your grace, O Mother, please rise. Please rise. Udabai, 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 Uday. Put your right hand back on your lap. Keep your attention on your Swadhisthana chakra. And we pray to the goddess Saraswati to please release her energy, her creative energy, and create the purest and pure of desires in me, and to rotate it around my Nabhi, to bind me in Dharma. Feel the rotation of the Swadhisthana chakra all around the void, and feel the pressure on the Nabhi. Put your attention on your Nabhi chakra. Mother, please give me all the satisfaction of the spirit. Mother, please strengthen the boundaries of my dharma. May I be the source of contentment to myself, my family, my nation, and the whole world. Now we will raise our left hand towards the sky and we will ask for the blessings of Mother Saraswati to please take away all the I-ness from me and fill it with your creative love. Give me creativity. I do nothing. Mother, it is you who do everything. You have created this world, and I am here to give meaning to this creation because you came to give meaning and you have taught me how to be human. Please take away the heat from my right side and make me completely thoughtless. Put your left hand back on your lap. Keep your attention on your center heart. And pray to Shrimataji to make me fearless. Mother, when I am in your protection, when I know that you are the goddess who has come to protect me, I have no fear. Please take away all the fears which are unfounded and make me the source of protection to the world. Mother, please come in my heart. Put your right hand onto the left heart. And we say, Shrimataji, please come in my heart. Shrimataji, please put your lotus feet in my heart so that my heart can only be an abode to welcome you and nothing else. May it be filled with all your love and may it expand beyond boundaries that impacts all my chakras and fills them with love. Mother, may my heart be a reservoir of love for all my brothers and sisters and for the whole world at large. Mother, please raise my attention. Keep your both hands on your lap. Mother, please raise my attention from my nabhi to my heart and enlighten it. Keep your attention on your Vishuddhi chakra. Mother, make me diplomatic. Mother, make me a sweet person. Let only melody flow from me. May I talk sweetly to everybody, not hurt anybody, and take on the responsibility of being a good Sahaja yogi. Shrimataji, please open my Vishuddhi chakra so that I could feel the vibrations of your love that you have given in my heart. And may my attention move from my left Vishuddhi to the brain and enlighten it. That I be free from guilt, because I am the pure spirit and I am not guilty. I bow to you, O Divine Mother, O Divine Mother Mary, who has given birth to the Son of Lord Krishna at the Agnya Chakra. So I pray to the Lord Jesus that may I be forgiven and that I forgive all. And I seek nothing but thoughtlessness. We put our hands on our back agya and we will say the mantra of Lord's Prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us for our trespasses as we trespass against. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever and ever. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. We put our hand on our forehead, bend it, press it from both the sides, and we say, Mother, I forgive, I forgive, I forgive. Keep your attention on top of your head, on your Sahasrara. Mother, allow me to feel the pulsation of your love in my heart on the Sahasrara. And may the attention move all this love to the brain and through the Sahasrara project it to the outer world. And pray for the benevolence of mankind outside. And may all my brothers and sisters unite in one family. And may we all become one in the collective consciousness of this Virat. And may the entire Virat move for the benevolence of this world and save it from destruction. Mother, at my Sahasrara, I pray for balance, for peace of myself within me, and make me the source of peace for my brethren and for the whole world. Make us all Sahajogis come together as one big family to show to the world the essence of your incarnation. Keep the attention on your Sahasrara and ask that Mother, make me doubtless. Make me completely free of doubt. And keep my attention always focused on the Sahasrara all through the day, no matter what I do, my attention may be steadfast above the Sahasrara all the time. And may all my chakras stay aligned to the power of your love, which I can feel on top of my Sahasrara. And may my body become the instrument of your love, and the vibrations and the cool breeze I may feel constantly on my hands, and constantly they nourish my chakras. And every day I meditate, morning and evening. I rise. My Kundalini may rise again and again, and in many, many sutras, to take me to the bliss and the ultimate realization of my being. Let's stay on top of the Sahasrara for a few minutes in complete silence. Jago, 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 Kundalini माँ करो सब पे कृपा सहस्त्रार में आके सहस्त्रार में आके छू ही लेंगे वो हम आसमां जागो कुंडलिनी माँ करो सब पे कृपा You are Mahakali Mahalakshmi. You are Mother Adi Shakti. Your power within us when we feel it. Our hearts rejoice in bhakti. When we surrender, we are in paradise. When we surrender, we are in paradise, sitting in the heart of the universe. We know your love is flowing through us. Sitting in the heart of the universe, we know your love is flowing through us. Ah, ah. Shri Mata Ji, we love you. 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 Let's bow to Shri Mataji as we come to the conclusion of this meditation. We thank you, Shri Mataji, for making us a Sahaj family together in this whole world. And we all are a collective power and a force that you have created that will ultimately save mankind from destruction. Mother, please awaken our powers and unite us together so that we can transform this world into a better place. Let's give meaning to the incarnation of Shri Mataji. Jai Shri Mataji. We will now raise our Kundalini, take Bandhan, and then we will continue with the program. Thank you. Jai Shri Mataji.
Sanjay, what a beautiful meditation. It was, I mean, the prayers that you say during the meditation, it really put us into such a deep meditation. And it was like, it's a really mantra, like whatever you say from your heart, from your spirit, it really put us into such a connection with the all-pervading divine power, who is also Shri Adishakti. And thank you so much, Sanjay. It was such a wonderful meditation. Thank you. And we would like to ask everyone, I mean, some of us, if they would like to share their state, how did everyone feel during the meditation? Is there anyone would like to say anything to Sanjay Bhaiya?
Hello, Sanjay. I'm Meenakshi from France. I met you in Delhi with your father in 87.
Wow.
I was married with a man in a wheelchair, if you remember. Do you?
Yes, I recollect faintly, but thank you.
Long time back.
Yes, 87 is more than 30 years.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. So nice to be associated again and in touch with you. Thank you so much.
We are always with mother.
Yes.
That's so nice. Didi, maybe if you can show your video, if you don't mind, maybe it will be much easier. What do you think? Oh.
Okay.
That's fine. Yeah.
No everybody is in a state of meditation right now. So,
yes. Yeah, such a
carry on. Yeah.
I know, it's such a wonderful meditation. You put us such into silence, and in the same time, also Sanjay, I think everyone wants to listen you more.
Sure.
So yeah, so Sanjay, if you remember, you joined our program. It was last year in February. So it is so nice to see you again in our program. It is really great honor to have you in our program. Of course, we didn't cover many things in that program. Hopefully, we will cover, and you will share more things to us in this program. Sure. And so I know you are into music so many years. And what I would like to ask you, how did you actually connect the music and also meditation? So how did you start for this this journey that you became composer and a sound writer?
Yes, I have been saying this for a long time about how I got into Sahaj music and how it turned out to be a source of big meditation. But there's nothing I did. So all I did was be lucky to meet Shri Mataji, and it was her interest in me that took me on this journey. This is what I feel sometimes, that we have to be interested in new people and take them towards the same journey that Shri Mataji takes us to. So my journey was almost like that, that she created a situation where I would be with her in a car, and we would be traveling on a long distance. And she even created this Maya, that the driver and the Mercedes that was supposed to take her, because all the yogis were all prepared to have all the best of facilities for Shri Mataji. But being the goddess and the Mahamaya, whatever play she wanted to play at that time, in 1986, post my realization, uh, she was going to look for some artifacts while traveling through Rajasthan. So I wasn't in that plan of hers, but she got me in, and she invited me to come to Jaipur. And when I came, uh, she played this Maya of the driver getting sick, and she asked me to drive the Mercedes to take her in the interiors of Rajasthan. And of course, I was very skeptical about driving somebody's Mercedes car. I knew it would be a very, very risky affair. So I told Shri Mataji, I will not be able to drive the Mercedes. I'm not confident. So she said, doesn't matter. We don't have to travel in a Mercedes. So I had a small Fiat car, and I could drive that well. So I told her, Mother, I have a small Fiat car. And she said, wonderful, I'll sit with you in the front seat. And and then 3 people also came with us in the car. They were sitting cramped. It's a small car. But we took a long journey. It was almost a 5-day journey by road. And in that journey, all I can say is that the way Shri Mataji had called me and made me drive, I thought she had everything in her mind, what she wanted out of me. And she said it in clear words. When I was driving, she asked me to sing, and I started singing film songs, which is what I knew. I was a singer as a child. I used to sing film songs, and then she heard the film songs while we were driving. She said, it's a long drive. We have to somehow pass the time. And so why don't you sing? I believe you sing well. So when I sang those songs, it was so amazing that one of the songs she picked up, and she said that if you were to just put your attention on me, you could focus that this love song is actually sung for the Devi. And we actually put our attention on her, and she asked us to check vibrations. And the 3 people at the back said, Mother, the air conditioner is flowing in their hands. As soon as they put their attention of that song on Shri Mataji, her hands became very cool. And then she put her hand on my neck while I was driving, and she was massaging my back of my neck. I was very new to Sahaja Yoga at that time. I found this whole thing so immaculately beautiful. Mother sitting on my next seat. I am driving for her. I'm singing the best song, which I love. And she's converting this into a song which is supposed to be sung for her. And then she's massaging my neck. And then as she's massaging, she's asking me to sing another song. And when I sing another song, she says, oh, this song is also so beautiful. Why don't we just change the words? And she changed the words, and we sang that again. They again checked the vibrations, and they said, wow, Shri Mataji is writing to some film song different words, and they were applying to Sahaja Yoga. And she says, I have a deep desire that I want you to be the source of music for people to understand Sahaja Yoga through music, because most people talk, and their agyas come on the way, and then that is not reflected so beautifully when we go to public programs. So I want to start this system of having to play music before anybody spoke. So the system was started, and then this journey, we made about 10-15 songs with Shri Mataji giving the words, and me using the film songs that were popular. And then she adapted that into the public programs that followed, because after the 5-day journey was over, there was a public program, and then she asked me to come on stage. And that probably was the first time that some melody was brought into the melody. These were melodious songs, and she found my voice was also improving. In the journey, she had put her hand almost on every chakra while I was driving at the back. And there was tremendous transformation that was happening inside me. I was feeling like absolutely a new bird born again, ready to fly. And then we had some miraculous experiences on the way. One of them was when she said that the sky would come down and you can see the moon and the stars just around you. You could almost feel them. And it actually happened like that. And she was there with us and we saw it. It was like the whole moon came down, the whole sky came down. My wife and I were together. It was a beautiful experience. I can't tell you. Those were some miracles and a lot of other miracles I saw on the way. And I realized whom I was with. At that time, you felt that God has come to earth and is touching you in every way. And my voice became silky. I would start write poetry on my own, and she would listen to it, correct it, and then said, yes, this is good to sing in a public program. You should go and perform this. So that's how this whole thing was, I think, scripted by the Adi Shakti to have me there as one of the first singers to sing melody songs. Others before that, there used to be the jogwas and the the songs that were sung in the villages, because as she was traveling through bullock cart in Maharashtra, there were these folk songs that used to be more prevalent whenever Shri Mataji wanted music. But once she got me in it in 86, there was no looking back. Made over 200 songs, and she asked me to record them, and I went to the studio, and she was actually monitoring some recordings in the beginning, and some of the most amazing songs were made with her help and with her own poetry, which you probably have heard many of them, and many you might get to hear today. So that's where I actually realized that in a span of 25 years, she had raised my bar as a singer, writer, composer. And of course, at the end of it, she also asked me to make films and then promote Sahaja Yoga through films. So it was music in the beginning, and then later on, we have now graduated to films. And that's the journey that you asked.
Wow. It's so nice to hear again and again. I never get tired. I'm sure some of us already they knew, but who never listened. There's such a beautiful recollection from Sanjay, Talwar, Sanjay Bhaiya, and it's amazing. And as you said, Sanjay Bhaiya, like it's so nice to touch, to get the connection with the divine, with the Adi Shakti, but also in the same time, of course, by spirit, you had this connection, but also in the same time, she was working on you as on your subtle system with her hand. That is amazing. And as you said, she was doing massage during when you were singing, and it's such a blessing to have this connection, Sanjay Bhaiya. And as we know, as you said, how Shri Mataji was always praising your voice, and through your voice and this reflection through your voice of your vibrations can help for the many seekers to raise the Kundalini. And I know that there is a beautiful video about one of the gathering with Shri Mataji and with the yogis. And so I really would like to share that video. And also Shri Mataji explains about that song after you sing. So it was long time ago in Ganapatipule. So with your permission, I would like to turn it on that video.
Please, great memories. Relive them. Thank you.
Thank you.
सवेरे का सूरज तुम्हारे लिए है, सवेरे का सूरज तुम्हारे लिए है, कि अपने दिए को है तुम याद रखना, हुआ माँ कृपा से है अपना ही दर्शन, हुआ माँ कृपा से है अपना ही दर्शन। सदा अपने जीवन को आबाद रखना, सवेरे का सूरज तुम्हारे लिए है। तुम्हारे लिए की कड़ी मान मेहनत, तुम्हारे लिए की कड़ी मान मेहनत, लगन की अगन में है क्यों जल रहे हो। कोई भी कमी तुमको महसूस क्यों हो, कोई भी कमी तुमको महसूस क्यों हो। समर्पण अगर खुद को कर ही चुके हो, इसी स्थिति में करो खुद को कायम। इसी स्थिति में करो खुद को कायम। सदा चित्त निरोध अपना करते ही रहना, सवेरे का सूरज तुम्हारे लिए है। सभी वक्त सीमा में निश्चित बंधे हैं, सभी वक्त सीमा में निश्चित बंधे हैं। उन्हीं के लिए वक्त रुकता नहीं है। सहज वक्त बंधन को तोड़े कभी है, सहज वक्त बंधन को तोड़े कभी है। जब ही संतुलन में ही स्थिर हो सको तुम, इसी स्थिति में करो खुद को कायम। इसी स्थिति में करो खुद को कायम। सदा चित्त निरोध अपना करते ही रहना, सवेरे का सूरज तुम्हारे लिए है। ये जीवन की मझधार में नाव अपनी, ये जीवन की मझधार में नाव अपनी है। माझी भी भ्रम में दिशा धुंधली है। जब भी मान लो आत्मा ही तुम्ही हो, जब भी मान लो आत्मा ही तुम्ही हो, तो सागर की गोतें न महसूस होंगी। इसी स्थिति में करो खुद को कायम, इसी स्थिति में करो खुद को कायम। सदा चित निरोध अपना करते ही रहना, सवेरे का सूरज तुम्हारे लिए है, कि अपने दिए को है तुम याद रखना। हुआ माँ कृपा से है अपना ही दर्शन, हुआ माँ कृपा से है अपना ही दर्शन। सदा अपने जीवन को आबाद रखना, सवेरे का सूरज तुम्हारे लिए है।
After realization, you see, he started composing poetry. It's beautiful. His voice opened also into new dimensions. It's a very deep, devotional voice he has got. But the music is so beautiful, the poetry is so beautiful. The poetry is like this, that the morning sun is your own, only keep your state steady. That is for Sajogis. You have to keep your state steady, keep your attention in control, so that the morning sun is your own, all the joy is your own.
So, isn't it so beautiful? What do you think, Sanjay Bhaiya? How do you feel after many years later to watch and to be with the all yogis? Do you really remember each moment in this program? Sanjay Bhaiya, you are muted.
Yes, you'll be surprised. The times I have spent with Shri Mataji are very, very vivid in my memory. Maybe some other memories may have gotten wiped out, but every moment spent with her, all these moments are still very much alive, and they give me a lot of inspiration about life, and that it's so beautiful to be born in the time when Adi Shakti was with you and spent so much time with you. I think totally drenched in this bliss of survival today, thanks to Shri Mataji.
Yes. And Sanjay Bhaiya, this is one of the favorite video, and I wanted to make a little surprise to you. It's such a beautiful gathering. Of course, it goes on, but during the program, and I would like to really bring some of the other bhajans that you sang in front of Shri Mataji, especially about the Kundalini, and but later on, definitely, with your permission again, I would like to share. So, Sanjay Bhaiya, we would like to hear from you about Shri Mahalakshmi, and how does she, this deity, this beautiful deity, of course, each deity manifests within us, how Shri Mahalakshmi manifests within us, how it is so important to be connected, and how does she help us when we connect with her? Could you please tell us?
I wish I was that knowledgeable about the Shaktis, the three Shaktis. they are as elusive as the Mahamaya always, but to have experienced them in your central nervous system is important. You just can't understand them. They are beyond the capacity of the brain to even comprehend. All I can say is that what I understood about Mahalakshmi, that she is the power of our evolution. She starts from the Saraswati. Her journey is through the Swadhishthan when we become creative. And through our creative being and the pure desire of the Kundalini, she helps us to come to the central path through our Nabhi chakra. And when we feel the contentment coming in our meditation, so what we need to do is, when we have got our realization and we have awakened already, we need to be very creative. We have to have creative energies. And these reflect through the Vishnu principle on the central nervous system, on the central path of the Sushumna. And so this power of Saraswati, the creative power, she transforms your desires for worldly things into those that are spiritual, because now you have the pure desire of the Kundalini that has been awakened. So between a non-awakened Kundalini, as is a non-Sahajogi, and a Sahajogi, that difference is that at the Nabhi level, the satisfaction starts to come when you meditate. And once the satisfaction comes, then automatically the Graha Lakshmi principle takes you further through your meditation to the next level of evolution, which is to rise on the central nervous system, on all the chakras, to a higher level. And this evolutionary process of the Kundalini's rising to all the chakras is actually the Mahalakshmi path, the path on which the Mahalakshmi allows your Kundalini to tread. So Mahalakshmi power is the Vishnu power within us, his energy of the Saraswati and the Kundalini coming together to take you higher in your ascent. And this happens only when you meditate and you become benevolent and responsible human being. Your benevolence spreads all around you through your Graha Lakshmi Tattva, and your innocence of Lord Ganesha takes you forward towards the last incarnation of Vishnu, which is Lord Jesus. So what happens is it's quite a big amalgamation of all the Shaktis that actually propel you. It's a propelling energy. It's an energy which is called Mahalakshmi. Mahalakshmi is the ultimate joy of evolution. When we evolve at the Sahasrar, we can get this Lakshmi principle established into the Mahalakshmi principle. I hope I'm able to communicate. This is what I have been able to understand many times from mother's speeches, because you'll be surprised. I am working on this film called Mahalakshmi Pad these days, and we are just coming out with the English version of it. So I have been spending hours and hours listening to Shri Mataji's talks on Mahalakshmi principle for this last 2 days. I think I've spent almost 8 to 10 hours listening to Shri Mataji's speeches non-stop. And you put up a question at a time when it's very so fresh in my mind, because there is a talk of Shri Mataji which I'm trying to bring it in English, in the English movie, at the end of the film. I hope I've been able to communicate my point to you. Thank you.
Beautifully, you explained so beautifully. I believe everyone felt in their heart, and also this topic brings me to actually that Mahalakshmi Stotram that which you sang, Sanjay Bhaiya, and that Stotram that of course we heard it very first time I think from you. Please, you tell us before I start to play this video.
Okay, so excellent question. This is the first, in fact, the first Sanskrit song, apart from the Ganesha Stuti, which was also, but it was the same year, 1986. The Ganesha Stuti was born in Ganpati Pule, which was written by Sri Adi Shankaracharya. And so is the Mahalakshmi Srutam, and so is the Guru Stuti. All three I learned in 86. That was a very formative year for me. The journey of Rajasthan, the Mavlankar Hall show of Shri Mataji, where she had a public program. I was approached by a very deep Sahajogi, old Sahajogi called Rajesh Shah. He's a very great, dear friend of mine also. And when he came to know of this Rajasthan journey with Shri Mataji and the music that was born out of it, he called me one day and he said that we are having a public program at Mavlankar Hall in New Delhi, and Shri Mataji has requested that you should sing before she speaks. And of course, I was honored, and I knew it is going to come to me, because that's what she was sharing with me earlier, that I need to do this in all public programs. You have to come and sing. So this was the first bhajan which Rajesh Shah, in fact, sat with me and taught me how to perform this bhajan. He's not a musician, but he had the music and he had the words, and we spent a few days together practicing it till I got the words all right. Hopefully I got them. I didn't get them so well at that time, but that was enough. That was Mahalakshmi Strotam that I performed at Mavlankar Hall before Shri Mataji. And thereafter, the same end of year, January 1987, again I performed this in Ganpati Pule. And Shri Mataji asked me to perform that same song. And later on, it has become very popular as the Mahalakshmi Stotam that is sung in almost all Diwali pujas and birthday pujas and all Mahalakshmi pujas, which Shri Mataji made sure that I used to be called, and she said, please sing the Mahalakshmi Stotam. So it became some sort of a signature song linked with my voice. And in most pujas and programs, if they were there and they were to perform this song, they would always ask me to take over and sing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a feeling of great pride to sing the words of the great realized soul Adi Shankaracharya.
Yes, indeed. And so, Sanjay Bhaiya, then let's go back that year and the year that you sang with your brother this Mahalakshmi Stotram, and it's amazing actually singing, and I'm sure maybe some of the yogis already know, but it is so nice to listen together. And even when you are listening, I would like to kindly remind you all, if you can put your attention on your Sasrara and at the same time on your Nabi area, see how the connection is working by raising the Kundalini with your attention when you are listening to this Mahalakshmi Stotram. And let's try it. And who never listened this Mahalakshmi Stotram, and so please, if you can, open your hand and try to put your attention on your Sasrara and at the same time on your Nabi, and and enjoy it. I will turn it on now.
नमस्ते तुम महामाये पीठे सुर पूजते शंख चक्र गदा हस्ते महालक्ष्मी नमोस्तुते नमस्ते गरुडारूढे कायासुरभयङ्करी सर्व पाप हरे देवी महालक्ष्मी नमोस्तुते सर्वज्ञे सर्ववरदे सर्वदुष्ट भयंकरी सर्वदुःख हरे देवी महालक्ष्मी नमोस्तुते सिद्धि बुद्धि प्रदे देवी भुक्ति मुक्ति प्रदायनी मंत्र मूर्ते सदा देवी महालक्ष्मी नमोस्तुते अध्यंतर हृदय देवी अजय शक्ति महेश्वरी योग दे योग संभूते महालक्ष्मी नमोस्तुते स्थूल सूक्ष्म महारुद्रे महाशक्ति महोदरे महापाप हरे देवी महालक्ष्मी नमोस्तुते पद्मासन स्थिते देवी परब्रह्म स्वरूपिणी परमेशी जगन्मात महालक्ष्मी नमोस्तुते श्वेतांबरधरे देवी नानालंकार भूषिते जगत्स्थिते जगन्मात महालक्ष्मी नमोस्तुते महालक्ष्यं स्तकं स्तोत्रम् ये पढ़े भक्तिमान सर्वसिद्धिमवाप्नोति राज्यं प्राप्नोति सर्वदा एककालं पठे नित्यं महापाप विनाशनम् द्विकालं यत् पठे नित्यं धनधान्य समन्वित त्रिकालं यत् पठे नित्यं महाशत्रु विनाशनम् महालक्ष्मी भवे नित्यं प्रसन्न वरदा शुभ नमस्ते तु महामाये श्रीपीठे सुरपूज्यते शंख चक्र गदास्ते महालक्ष्मी नमोस्तुते महालक्ष्मी नमोस्तुते
I was
Beautiful, beautiful, Sanjay. I don't know if you see the many messages came to you. I don't know if you could able to read, but I can read for you very quickly, Sanjay. These are all for you.
Yeah, sure.
Yes. Some of the message, of course, from the beginning when I asked, later on those messages came about the meditation, and the lake says very peaceful about the meditation she's saying, and the Sally, Jeshumataji, it was so beautiful, feeling very light, and Sugi says wonderful, blissful, and again lake is saying very deep and joy. Anju says Jeshumataji, and very beautiful. And Andre again is saying, thank you so much for this meditation. It was so deep, and I actually didn't feel like opening my eyes at the end, she says. Yes, many of us, I think all of us were like that. It was really deep, very deep meditation. Gauri says, since childhood, I listen to your beautiful music. It is amazing to have to share this meditation with you. Sanjay says, Jai Shri Mataji, it was very deep and joyful meditation. Thank you. And Nick says, Jai Shri Mataji, so peaceful, so silent meditation. Pretty, very deep and peaceful meditation. Sugi says, wonderful experience, instrument of the Divine Mother. Jai Shri Mataji. Nick says again, can feel your love for Mother in your voice. And I would like to add another thing. Actually, I always feel such a love in your eyes, Sanjay Bhaiya, and I can really see your heart in your eyes. I always wanted to tell you this, but I think this is the opportunity, and I wanted to add to this yogi sister, how she feels the love. Of course, we all feel the love, but also the same pure love. It really reflects from your heart, from your spirit into your eyes. I always feel that one. Andrew Singh, very, very peaceful, speechless. And Uma, Jai Shri Mataji to everyone. And where can we get Uncle CD or MP3 online, she says. Blake is asking a question to you, Sanjay Bhaiya. Maybe I will pause over here. Maybe you can answer this question.
Yeah, what is it?
Where can we buy Uncle CD or MP3 online? She's asking.
Oh my God, my music is not for sale. So, but the only thing is, it is there all over in the internet. You just have to type my name, and I think you'll find everything there. It's like people have uploaded it on their own names. I've never sold my music apart from the time when Shri Mataji wanted me to sell and raise money for my music to be recorded, because we went through 21 recording sessions and they used to cost a lot. So that is the time she said you should sell your CDs and cassettes, and then they were sold in Ganpati Pule and various pujas of Shri Mataji. But that thing then stopped after her departure. And then my music was all around with people. So they had actually started uploading my videos, my audios in different internet forums. But yes, if you want any particular music from me, I can send it to you on your email. I have all the songs with me. Very soon, I'm going to be uploading this on our IIHF website, which is Immaculate Ideal Human Foundation. This is an NGO, a non-profit that I have found. So you can donate there if you like. And that will help us to make our movies that we are doing on Sahaja Yoga. So I don't personally would take any money for this music. But this music will be available to you for free. You just have to write to me on my email ID, sanjaytalwar55@gmail.com. Or you can WhatsApp me at 9811203017 India. And give me your email ID and I will send you the music personally. If you can't find it on the internet, you probably, if you put the words of the song, you'll probably be able to find all my songs on the internet. Okay, so no issue at all.
Very nice. Very nice. Thank you. So Sanjay Bhaiya, there are two more I would like to continue. Beautiful.
Yeah.
This is from Leela. Beautiful memories of long nights enjoying your beautiful bhajans. All our hearts were opened as a result of it. Thank you so much for sharing with us. And
Thank
Julie says, so peaceful and calm. And one of the yogi, which is under the iPhone. So Jai Shri Mataji, vibration are perfect. Oh, okay, her name is Mandana. Okay, Mandana is from Iran. Sanjay Bhaiya, she's from Iran. She started joining to our program just recently. And June is saying, Jai Shri Mataji, thank you. So these are all for you, Sanjay Bhaiya.
Thank you. I
Yeah,
can see some emails and some phone numbers being passed on to me, but I'm not in a position to record anything. So whatever you can find at your level and write down and then send it across to me, I'll
definitely.
definitely communicate back to
Uh-huh.
everybody who wants to. I would like you to play that Mahalakshmi Stotam that I just recorded a few weeks back for my movie, Mahalakshmi Path.
Uh-huh.
And I'm giving this privilege for this program only because it has not been released yet. You will see it in the next week when the trailer comes out. But you can play a few minutes of that song. I had sent it to you because then
Okay.
you could see from where it came. 1986, 87 performance, first time. And now in the movie, thanks to Shrimadaji.
Definitely. I will share right now. It's my pleasure. Okay, first, this is the movie, the poster or advertisement. Maybe you can tell us, Sanjay Bhaiya, till I get the music on.
Yeah, sure. So this is the first movie I made or Shrimadaji made through me. In 2018, I shot the movie and released it in 2019 April. And it has been to over the whole over world. Lakhs of people have got realization from this film. And lots of people have joined Sahaj Yoga. It has become a medium to spread Sahaj Yoga today all over the world in India. And we have houseful shows. And we could have a special session to show you how this worked, maybe some other time. And this movie has been, let's say, the blessings of Sri Ganesha for the film industry to start showing such movies on realization and Shri Mataji and her work, which she entrusted on me. Of course, the next one is coming, which is a continuation of the story of Recollections, the Awakening, which is called Mahalakshmi Path, the Evolution. And the song that we are playing now, some parts of it will probably be shown in that film and in our promotions that are coming up now. And we are actually heading for Shri Mataji's 100 years of birthday. And I'm hoping that all the Sahaj Yogis would want to embrace this project of Mahalakshmi Path as our dedication to the God Almighty Shri Mataji on her 100 years. And that this takes Sahaj Yoga to a next level of acceptance with the seekers of truth. And the whole world should get to see who and what Shri Mataji did in her time of incarnation and who we are and what do we represent. We represent Shri Mataji wholeheartedly. All of us should come forward. We are all actually institutions of Sahaj Yoga within ourselves. She has made us so beautiful inside. So if we all joined hands and loved each other and became one, I think it will be such a powerful force that no negativity will be able to survive. And Sahaj Yoga will be one day bring the onset of the, what I call it as the golden age that we have stepped into now. And films should be a way to spread Sahaj Yoga because they are so universal and they can be spread and sent through satellite in any country at any time on any cinema hall. So how beautiful it can be that if we make films and we portray the knowledge of Sahaj Yoga through the films, which is what I have ventured into. And I hope you will all support me in this because this is an expensive program. And so I do have to take some financial help from my brothers and sisters. And those who can't, their prayers are good enough, or they can come and be very active in the creative part of it. And we should all become one family for this work. Mother does it, I can't even imagine how I made the first film and how I am actually now almost ready to show you the second film, maybe in a month's time from now. And with all your prayers and blessings and your support, Mother is going to do it for us. I'm very sure. Okay, if you're ready with the song, please go ahead.
Yes. Yes,
Sure.
I'm ready. And also later on, Sanjay Bhaiya, please let us know how can we support, and whoever would like to, whoever can support this beautiful
Well, yeah. The best way is to
movie.
visit our website, www.iihf.in, and there shows you everywhere how you can support, donate, or whichever way you want to participate. Just remember to go into the website www.iihf.in. Okay,
Okay, perfect. Yes,
great.
I'm ready to turn on the music.
Thank you.
नमस्तेस्तु महामाये श्रीपीठे सुरपूज्यते शङ्ख चक्र गदाहस्ते महालक्ष्मी नमो
Sanjay Bhai, I'm so sorry. I don't know why it stopped. I think I need to start again. I really apologize to everyone. I don't know what happened. Again, I'm going to start.
You know, let me share something here.
Yes, please.
Sometimes with the best of intentions, we try to do a lot of things, but the divine knows what should be done with it. So she probably wants only people to know that it has been recorded, but not to be yet heard before the release if that is not going to play. But if you can manage to play it, then it's playing the Mahamaya game with us. So just live with it.
Just leave it.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
you can live with it. I mean, if you want to try, if it opens, it's good that everybody hears it. Otherwise, they'll hear it when the movie comes, and we can carry on.
Yes,
Yeah,
definitely.
sure.
Yeah.
Up to you.
Sure, Sanjay Bhaiya. I mean, I tried many times and it worked. I don't know what happened now.
Yeah, that's the divine intervention.
It's really amazing. Because with the picture and with the music, I did several times how it works, and it's working so perfectly. I don't know what happened.
Let me give you an example now. Here is a beautiful example. When I was making this film Mahalakshmi Path,
Yes.
I was using my human mind. You see, we are human. So we are controlled by our ego and superego all the time. So when we meditate, we get rid of those and we feel the bliss. But then we are not in meditation all the time. So what happens is we are up and down with our Kundalini. It doesn't stay in the Sahasrara all the time. That is the general state of affairs with all Sahaja yogis, whether they are new or they are old. Now, many of us do have managed to keep the Kundalini at the Sahasrara. In fact, what we don't do is that we meditate only. So we don't meditate, meditation happens to us. We just sit and meditate. Now, what happens? When you reach that state and then you start doing the work of Shri Mataji, actually you are not doing nothing. She is doing it all for you. And I had this experience when I was making this movie. There is a English version of the movie that I wanted to make. And when the Hindi is ready now, I asked my sound engineer, I said, we have to dub this in English because I have a lot of brothers and sisters all over the world and I don't want to release this movie just in Hindi. It has to be in English. And then from English, maybe they can make it in their own languages because it's easier to, translate and transcribe and whatever they need to do from English. So we started working on this last week. It's just very recent. A few weeks back, I had given there are some speeches of Shri Mataji. There are 6 of them in the Hindi movie. So when the English version, my recordist said, "Sir, don't worry. There is a para dubbing system we have in which Shri Mataji's speech will be playing in Hindi, but we'll have somebody speaking over her voice in English. And that is called para dubbing." I felt, why are we camouflaging Shri Mataji's original voice with somebody's voice who cannot actually ever match the Adi Shakti? How can it overlap her, even if it's called para dubbing? And that's the way the world works. So I prayed to Shri Mataji, I want your original voice. And I somehow want the same words that you've spoken in Hindi to appear in the English movie in English. So I kept praying to her, and I gave this job to 2 of my colleagues who search out matter for me on Sahaja Yoga content for the movie. For 6 weeks before, I had told them that I need this, and they didn't come up with anything. Obviously, they didn't get the time or they could not find. So then finally, when my sound engineer said that, "Sir, now in the next week or so, we are going to go ahead with the dubbing and para-dubbing." I said, I want to avoid the para-dubbing. I prayed to Shri Mataji that I want her original voice to come. And then I prayed to her, and I opened the internet and I opened the YouTube. And then a speech of Shri Mataji just appeared. I clicked on it. I heard it. And it was in fact almost the same speech, which was in Hindi, which I needed for the movie, and the same length. You would not believe it. Now, this is how the divine works. And so I was very encouraged that, okay, now Mother is helping me to see it. She just pops up in front of me the minute I open the YouTube. I don't have to go and search. And in next 8 hours, I kept doing that. And do you not believe it? All the 6 speeches of Shri Mataji I have been able to dig out from the internet in Hindi, in her voice.
Wow.
Of course, they may not be exact words, but the meaning or the situation in which they have been put in the movie, it suited that. So it will have its own flavor and what Mother has spoken in English originally. So when they see the English movie, they will feel that it is actually made in English, except the dubbing of the dialogues probably will be in English. Rest of Shri Mataji's talks will be original. I am hoping I have got all those voices and given it to my engineer. And he has a very tough job because he has to raise it to that bar where you can watch it on a cinema hall at the 5.1 Dolby, which is a very high grade voice quality. So we are converting something from the YouTube into a high grade quality, which is a big challenge for the sound engineer because there's nothing he can do about certain disturbances and the up and down of the voice, which is original. So that is the biggest challenge we have. But then again, we'll pray to Lord Krishna and we'll see what miracle he'll do when the engineering process happens sometime next week. So that's all I wanted to share with you about
Very
this.
nice.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Sanjay Bhaiya. Thank you so much. Yes, then we have to wait. We all have to wait
Yeah.
to listen this music. Of course, everyone.
Yeah, you heard something. You heard
Yes.
that it has been recorded in a very beautiful way, and the recordist and the musician behind it is Dhananjay Dhumal, who is giving the background music for this whole film, and he has given the music for all the songs. So you will hear Mother's prodigy, whom she blessed so much about his knowledge of music and all that. I have involved him in this whole movie's music by Mother's grace.
Very nice with this, I don't know, as you said so nicely, you describe, and it gives me more comfort. And as I do, I try many times and it works so well, but it looks like as a divine decision. And another way also, we made a little bit everyone to listen it, but it gave more maybe excitement more. I think we gave a little touch about this song and the movie together. And I think it is is making everyone more excited right now to watch this movie with the music and of course with all those acting. So I just want to give a little conclusion about this problem, but we really look forward to have this watch to this movie, and I believe the Sahajugis, whoever can able to support, definitely they will able to do they will do it with the heart, and so it will be our great pleasure, Sanjay Boya,
Yeah, there is one small request I want to make through this program to all my brothers and sisters who are watching it in India and overseas, and probably share this recording with as many as you can. That Mahalakshmi Path is going to take you to the next level of what Sahaj Yoga can explain to the world, what it is about, and who is Shri Mataji. And it's a very simple story which continues from Graha Lakshmi, and it takes you to the Mahalakshmi Path, just takes you to that point. And then after that, there is more and more to come. Inshallah, if more people join in and make movies like this, we will be able to do a great job. But I want all of you to please be my conduits for showing this film all over the world. Whether it's a cinema hall in your city, wherever you live, you make the effort, you talk to your collective, you book the cinema hall, and I will make sure that through the satellite, I'll send this movie to wherever you are, whether you are in Siberia or Russia or in Canada or USA. You just have to go to the cinema hall, talk to them, talk to me, and we'll coordinate, and you bring new people and show them this movie on Sahaj Yoga, which is the best way to propagate through the film. And I want each one of you to please do this effort. It may cost a little bit, but if you can get a collective to arrange for it, it's just the hire of the hall. And if you want to take new people, you can take them and you can pay for their tickets, or if they want to buy their own, it's all right. Because the point is the message has to spread. That's very, very important. And we work as a non-profit. So none of the money comes to me at all. It's the cinema hall people who run it. They have to charge for it. So they will probably charge a fee. And that is all right, because that is what we pay even when we do a public program. We pay for all the facilities. And then you get this ready-made in a cinema hall, in the comfort of the hall, to hear Shri Mataji at this high technology of sound and visuals, which the cinema offers and gives us kind of filth in movies. Here it's going to give you the divine experience. What more can we ask for?
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Very nice. Yes. Yeah. What can we ask more, right? Yeah. Definitely. I'm sure many of us already giving a promise to help you, or in any way, as you say, to bring those movies to inspiring to the seekers or new yogis to watch this movie, and definitely it will give a big impact to everyone to understand what is really to connect, to be with the spirit and with the divine Almighty. So I believe it will be
Thank
so
you.
powerful, this movie. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
For explaining, Sanjay Bhaiya. So Sanjay Bhaiya, there are many things to talk, but I really would like to bring one more thing, at least about being with Shri Mataji. When you were with Shri Mataji, of course, you spent so many times with Shri Mataji, and also there are some moments that when Shri Mataji was staying with you, there is a beautiful recollection. You and your wife, you were all together with Shri Mataji, and so I would like to bring that recollection to you, and if you can please tell us the moment, what happened, and what Shri Mataji told you in that time, very early morning when she woke up.
You know, we were new to Sahaj Yoga at that time, and I think Shri Mataji in her own Maya was playing on how deep can we connect with her, because basic thing what every Sahaj Yogi needs to know is that he has to recognize who she is. So unless the recognition doesn't come in the heart, no kind of chakra clearance, left, right, daily meditation is going to help you. No way. You have to recognize her in your heart. And she gave us that experience when she came and stayed with us one day. A miracle. And we know what kind of state we are in and who she is, the Adi Shakti, the goddess. And we are nothing. We are just a bundle of left and right side. But when she puts the Sushumna in action and she awakens Kundalini, she brings us to the center. At some point of the time, she's there to teach us how do we go further ahead. And this is the experience we had, was that early morning, I was woken up by Shri Mataji's voice. She was staying in the room next to it, and she came with her barefoot, walked out 5 a.m, and her room was next to our room. And so both of us were sleeping, my wife and I. And she walked out and she just called out our names. My wife just sprung up, immediately went, quickly made a cup of tea. And then Shri Mataji was already walking towards the terrace. There was a big terrace of our house where she was walking. It was early morning. So it was like dawn or dusk, what you call it, dawn part, when the sun hadn't come out. And the clouds were all there, there were a lot of white and gray and black clouds. And the morning was just going to come. And I just ran out. And I ran out, and then Shri Mataji looked at the sky, and then she said, just look up. There you can see. And she said, go run, bring your camera. So I ran, brought my camera. She says, just click it. I clicked it. And she's asked me, can you make out my face has come on the sky? I could not see that face initially on the sky itself. But when the photograph came, and later on, after some time, I could then make out. And when I asked Shri Mataji why I couldn't see it at that time, she said, well, your agya was not clear at that moment. So the minute your recognition starts to improve about Shri Mataji, then you can start seeing these miracles more beautiful. Then life becomes a miracle. Now you can see Mother everywhere. You can feel her in every person, everywhere. It's this condition, that state our meditation gives us. And this was the start. This was like something she was teaching me, how to go above my agya. And this is what it is that you can see from that. That's the experience. Thank you.
We just want to keep watching this picture, Sanjay Bhaiya. I'm sure everyone is able to see Shri Mataji's picture, the face on this on the photograph. So amazing. Yes. So, Sanjay Bhaiya, I would like to pause over here. I know so many messages came. Maybe some of us, they would like to speak with you, or they would like to ask some question to you. And I would like to hand over to everyone. Is there any question for Sanjay Bhaiya? Is there anyone would like to speak? Please, now your turn.
Jai Shri Mataji, Sanjay Bhaiya, thank you so much for your experience. I have one quick question that I had read about your experience where Shri Mataji was clearing your left Vishuddhi and you had a vision of Shri Vishnu Maya, and Shri Mataji explained that that is your Vishnu Maya. I didn't quite understand what that meant, like you saw the form of clearing out, but she said that is your Vishnu Maya clearing. So, I mean, I don't know what you saw, like if you can explain that a little bit. So I was really that was very nice to read. Yeah.
So I did mention it quite in detail. Actually, what happened was that I was in Jaipur that same time of that Rajasthan trip. So Shri Mataji was undertaking a meditation, and there were 40 yogis sitting there. I had woken up late, and I was told that meditation is going on. I was running down the stairs from the opposite side of that big house of the leader of Jaipur. And when I was coming down the stairs, I could see Shri Mataji. I was descending down. I could see Shri Mataji sitting right in front with her eyes closed, and everybody's sitting silently. So I tiptoed down the stairs so that I could go and sit down with the crowd and start meditating. But while I was going down, I heard a big swish, a big sound, which is like a ball of fire that is turning around. It gave me that feeling. And when I looked onto my right side, it was coming through the wall, and it was a ball of fire. It was going round and round like a Sudarshan Chakra, and it went round and round through the ceiling and went to the other side of the wall. But what I also saw was that the minute it came out, Shri Mataji opened her eyes, and then her eyes and my eyes met, and then this fire went between our eyes to the other side of the wall and vanished. And it created so many stars on the top of on the roof of the as if it had left its as you see a star which runs, then there is this streak of light that it leaves on the top of the room, and then all of a sudden it vanished. So I was like very shocked. I couldn't believe. And but then everybody's meditating. It was, and Shimataji shut her eyes immediately after that. So I went and met, but my mind was playing so hard. What is it? What is it? What is it? So after the meditation was over and people were all around speaking to Shimataji, and she was talking, she used to talk to people very openly, and people were coming and taking advice. So I came from the side, and I just stood there waiting for my turn. And then Shimataji just looked onto my side and she cupped her hand, and I bent my head to hear what she wanted to say. And she just said, that was Vishnu Maya. And what we saw, nobody else saw. Nobody even felt anything. The sound, the visual, everything was just my eyes and Shri Mataji's eyes that met. And then she said, it was your Vishnu Maya. So what was I to understand that?
Yeah.
Okay. So what is it that, because later on, when we used to sit together quite often, then she had explained that you had a severe left Vishuddhi. And Shimataji created that Maya, that my Vishnu Maya deity, I could see it go past, and she had cleared it. She had cleared my left Vishuddhi. And she said that everybody has a predominant deity which they need to pray to. And that deity pulls you up to the central path. And for me, the pulling up was of the left Vishuddhi. The minute that was cleared, my voice became beautiful. My Vishuddhi became clear. And after that, when I was writing, singing, and whatever I was performing, Shimataji said, full of vibrations. And that is what I felt the experience from that Vishnu Maya principle.
Wonderful. Got it. I didn't understand what you meant when you said that was your Vishnu Maya. So thank you so much. Jai Shri Mataji.
Jai Shri Mataji. So I don't think we will be able to continue long enough, because I have another engagement to prepare for.
Definitely,
yes,
Sanjay.
Yes, please.
Yeah,
thank you.
I know time ends so fast. There are a few more things to share, but I totally understand. And we really, really appreciate for your time, Sanjay. It's such a precious moment that you share with all of us. And I don't know if you can join to our program again to share other items, other recollections with us. It will be a great pleasure to have you again.
Sure. I will.
Yes. Okay.
Thank you. 1 month is very, very tough right now, because I have to get this movie completed.
Definitely.
Both English and Hindi. And we're also going for a Marathi version. So once we are done by February, anytime after February.
Definitely. Whenever you feel more free, more comfortable, and we can have you another time. Yeah, that would be so nice.
Thank you. And I want to thank everybody for their wonderful messages and love that they are sharing through the chat. And I love all of you. And let's all love each other. Let's not have any malfight about anybody. Everybody is a human being. Everybody has the right and the wrong. So Mother saw us also like that, and she helped us through, and we have to help each other through. Even if we are wrong, even if we are doing some wrong things, you can always come forward and correct us. And we should correct each other. That's what she says, that collectivity is about being together and sharing the good of you, so that whosoever is lacking can get the benefit of it. And sometimes there is something lacking in you that you could get the benefit from somebody else. And that's how this collective works. So instead of getting isolated, making groups, or making different organizations and trying to manage people, I think it's better that we all should become one and look at what good work people are doing, encourage it, and sort of come along together with it. And that's all I pray to all of you who watch this program, that let's give up all these misgivings that we have against each other, and let's all come together for a much, much bigger and a noble cause, that we are here. We don't have much time in this world.
Mhm.
And we should have this beautiful relationship, becoming flower and fruit and tree and shade for everybody. I pray to Shrimataji. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me over.
Thank you so much, Sanjay. It's such a beautiful prayer. Thank you so much. And we really appreciate it again and again. And I believe everyone felt this such a beautiful prayer in their heart. And it's such a wonderful reminder for each of us. And I really want to say thank you so much from all of us, Sanjay Bhaiya, for this beautiful prayer.
Thank you. And Jai Shrimataji to all. Jai Shrimataji.
Jai Shri Mataji, Sanjay.
Yes, Mataji.
Thank you so much.
Yes,
And
Mataji.
all the best for you for the movie.
Yes,
And
Mataji.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji. Yes, Mataji. Hallelujah.
Thank you. Thank you, Jai Shrimataji. I'll take your leave now. Thank you, Jai Shrimataji.
okay, Sanjay, it's so hard to leave you, but please carry on and lots of love to you and good luck to you.
Thank you. Thank you. God bless all of us.
Yes, Mataji. Hallelujah.
Okay, Sanjay Bhaiya had to leave, but I really want to say thank you to you all also that you joined to this program. And so without collectivity, without connecting to each other, and we cannot become together, we cannot really meditate, and we cannot listen all those beautiful recollections. Yes. So again, I would like to say again and again, thank you so much for all your time, for all your attention, for all your love that you came to in this program. And so wherever you all are, I would like to say have a good day and have a wonderful night. And next week again, we will be here with another Sahaja. And we will be going to join to another country. I will not say it will be a surprise. And if you can, please join to our program that we can join. We can join to this God expression with our heart, with our meditation, with the music, and with the listening, all those beautiful experience. Have a wonderful time and lots of love to you. Jai Shri Mataji.
Yes.
Yes, Mataji.
Hi everyone. Jai Shri Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
Jai Shri Mataji. Thank you.
Jai Shri Mataji. Thank you.
Yes,
Jai
Mataji.
Shri Mataji.